Hi, welcome back to Marley Maple Handmade. Today we are going to make a fabric bow. So I've got a couple of fat quarters here. So I just need to cut the edges off. Okay. And we want this one. So the first cut I made was on the 18-inch mark. And the second cut is on the 20 mark. And we're going to cut it at the 10-inch mark. Okay, so now we need to do the same for the other piece of fabric. Okay. So I'll just put this one on the 18. That's all lined up. Cut that bit off. Cut here at the 20. That off. And then we need to cut at the 10. Okay, sorry about that, I just bumped the camera. So we'll cut that one. Now we have some fusible fleece. So I don't know about anybody else, but geez, it's been hard to buy fusible fleece lately. So this is just a piece that I had left over from some of my tote bags. So we are going to cut. So we'll cut at the 10. And then we'll cut another one at the 20. Sorry, my arm's in the way. There we go. That bit can go over there. And then we'll cut this one at the 18 mark. And I really only needed one of those cut, but that's all right, because I'll do the other one for a second bowl. Okay, so what we need to do is iron the fusible fleece on the bumpy side to one of these. So I'll just go over and iron this on, and I'll be back. Okay, we're over at the machine, so we're going to sew up these side seams. And we'll do a little back stitch at the end. Okay, and we do the other side. And back stitch again. Okay, and we'll do the same to this other piece, which we've ironed the wadding onto the fusible fleece. Okay, so back stitch again. Cut that one off, and then we'll do this side. Another little back stitch. Okay, so now we need to box our corners out. So I will show you how to do that. So I'm not sure if I told you, but these pens that I use, these are heat erasable ones. I just bought them from Amazon. Okay, so when you box your corner, you have to do it from the seam. So you put your ruler or your template right at the edge of the seam and on the base. And then you just draw around that. We'll do the same for this one. So on the bottom there, oh, you probably can't see it. Oh, I'll just, sorry for making you all dizzy. So we go around here, just around there, and then we do the same for this one. We'll do our, line them up. That, and then the same here. Okay. Draw around that, and there we go. So now we'll cut these squares out. Alright. Okay, that one's done. This one's done. And then we'll do this one. And this one. There we go. I'll just move you closer to the machine again. So with these, so you pull these apart like that, and we just sew all along here. So, look, you can use clips if you want to, but I don't all the time for this. It's just easier to use your fingers. So we'll do a little back stitch at the start, all the way to the bottom. And then another little back stitch. That one's done. And we'll do this side. And we'll do the same thing. So, back stitch. There we go. And we'll do this one now. Now these bags don't take very long at all. From start to finish, maybe half an hour, if that. Okay, we'll turn this out the right way and we'll poke the corners out. I just use my fingers, but you can use a pokey tool if you want to. Okay, and now we've got this one, so do right sides together. So you put this one inside of that one, and we'll line up our seams here and here, just to make sure that we're lined up all the way around. Now I will use a couple of clips for this one. And these clips I think I got from Amazon or Temu or somewhere like that, maybe Spotlight even. Now we do need to leave ourselves a gap to pull our bowl through after we're sewing. So once this is all sewn, put a bit there. Sorry if you can't see. There we go. All right, so we'll leave our little gap between here and here because we don't like to have it on the seams. Okay. So we'll start here. Now I like to do it on the edge of the fabric, and we'll do a little back stitch, and we'll just go all the way around. And you don't need to use as many clips, or you can use pins, whatever you like. Up to you guys. Okay, so we'll just go to this clip here. And we'll do a little back stitch. And we'll pull that out. And now we will pull our little bag out, our fabric bowl. There we go. Now to fix this, what we do is we fold it and then we stitch, we'll top stitch along all of this, but we just want to make sure that we've got all our corners poked out. Yeah, which we have. So we will fold this in. And we might use a couple of clips here just to keep it at the right distance. You don't want too much or you don't want too little. We sort of want it to be hidden a little bit. There we go. We'll put one more little clip in here. Okay, now what I like to do for this bit is take this off. So then we'll poke that all in there. Okay. And we'll put the presser foot right at the edge there of the fabric. And off we go. Alright, nearly finished. There we go. And I just go over the start just to buy a couple of stitches so none of the threads come off. Okay, here we are, all finished. And if you don't want it this way, you can always reverse it. So nice and easy. The one thing I did forget to do was put my label on, which I normally would stitch down here or something. But yeah, there we go. If you've got any questions, send me a message. We are online on marleyandmaple.com.au. We've also got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. So give us a shout out if you have any questions, and hope to please like and subscribe. So the more likes and subscribes we get, the more things we can do on the channel, the more things I can show you how to do, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. And look, here's Maple having some dinner. Maybe, say hello. All right, thanks everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.